But as we think about the businesses, right, as groups that have a big role to play in society in times such as this, you've written about some of the things that the businesses are doing and also not doing. What do you think that businesses could be doing more of, and what should they change in terms of the way they do things in situations such as this?
This was the surprise, why the volunteer organizations, individuals and families themselves, governments, all massively like a mission-driven approach, businesses have been silent, sitting on the sidelines, especially truly multinational organizations. Businesses have more employees, more talent, more resources, and actually they're worldwide, multinationals especially, and I did not see anything coming from them other than some charitable contributions. And even charitable contributions have not come from corporations, they have come by the founders or very wealthy owners of the businesses who said, I will give my money, Ratan Tata in India, Jack Ma in China, or Bill Gates in America. That's a very different approach. I'm talking about the hardcore business themselves. And businesses have three key capabilities, which can be deployed as we do in the wartime, or as we demand quite often, thou shalt not make cars, but make ventilators, for example. I think three things businesses do better than anybody else, which is making things. So they've got free market quality assurance. They've learned how to do it. Reaching the masses in the remotest parts of the world, like the Amazon, for example, or in India and rural population. And the third thing is, if there is anybody who is a master at marketing, those are the businesses. As marketers, they know how to increase awareness. They know how to, in fact, educate the public. They come out with brilliant slogans, rally the crowds, and of course, they know how to persuade people. And I saw complete silent absence. Almost the other side, let me wait out on the side and how much money government will dole out to me. And that really bothered me, because I think this, if there's any one occasion where business can really become societally relevant or useful to the society, my view is that business and society are two peas in a pod. They're inseparable. And each one has to support the other. And if you don't support the markets right now, there will be no markets. And the recovery will be much later on. People will remember, what did you contribute during the crisis? Or did you take advantage of me during the crisis? Or advantage of the volunteer workers or the government? And I think that's a very key area. So reaching out to the masses, physical products, as well as promotion, marketing, persuasion, I think capabilities. And businesses have hugely talented people. If there's a large number, if you aggregate the number of people employed by businesses, it is much bigger than any government, for that matter, or any volunteer organization.
What do you think has prevented them from using these resources? When you think about the vision and mission statements of many of these corporations, you would believe that this is the best time for them to demonstrate some of those statements.
I totally agree, and I wanted to add, before I answer the question, this is more than CSR. This is really taking your core competencies and you deploy for a short time away from making your products, unless you are in healthcare where you have to make the products. But it's basically giving your competencies and expertise toward the cause. Like in World War II, we have done that before. There are many incidents where businesses were mandated to do it. In this case, business can be enlightened, the businesses, and do actually offer that, coordinate. And we are seeing some of that coming out now in the technology world, like the cooperation between Google and Apple, for example. But those are rare. I'm talking about hardcore manufacturing companies, right? Let me add one more thing. I was astounded. 2 weeks ago, I saw the broadcast news, probably on BBC, where two rival gangs who fight in Cape Town began to say, we need to work together to protect the poorest, because neither the government nor the NGOs are able to do it. Immediately I said, where is the business? It's just incredible. And the reason why they don't do it is that businesses worry about, especially corporate businesses, not family-owned businesses, worry about shareholder value, stock market reaction, analysts beating them down, where are the earnings next quarter? And they're worrying more about that than saying, I can postpone my quarterly earnings, guide the stock market properly to say, look, I will not deliver for the next 2 quarters, 3 quarters, because my resources I will be diverting. That business of business is more than business. And analysts will agree. I think it's just that this obsession that I have to deliver stock market value somehow as my only mission in life comes in the way. So to me, it's mindset more than anything else.